by our actually very brand new special agent in charge of the Atlanta field office, Paul Brown. Welcome, sir. I believe this is your first week here in Atlanta. Glad to have you with us, already hitting the ground running, and the long-standing support the Atlanta Police Department has had from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Also,
what going on, One Life family? How everybody feeling? All right. One Life, y'all already know how we do it, man. If y'all have not had a chance to, man, y'all definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man, hit that share button, okay? And we back, man. We still talking about Atlanta rapper Domonique Jones. You feel me? Now, I did a morning show where I broke down some stuff, and ladies and gentlemen, y'all really got to understand what's going on, Miko. What's going on? Y'all really got to understand. You can go back and watch my videos because the Lil Baby case and situation that's coming is brand new to a lot of people. A lot of people don't understand that this has been going on for years. What's going on, Shay? What's going on, Cassandra? What's going on, One Life family? You feel me? This has been going on for a lot of years, okay? So it's hard for me to kind of start from the beginning and go all the way through and y'all catch everything. So you're going to have to go back and kind of, you know what I'm saying, catch the videos and stuff. But I suggest y'all to go ahead now, start watching my videos, start getting the information because more and more going to come out. All right. So now what I want to talk to y'all about it, I just want to be honest with y'all, One Life family, because y'all know I don't like that. I don't like when folks be talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people the internet is not a real place. Now, I like Lil Baby music. I play that Wham album all day, every day. I'm listening to that Wham album or that NBA Youngboy. You feel? So, like the album. But what we about to start talking about is the truth. Okay? And the truth of the matter is, it's so many folks, man, on the internet that's just dumb. And people be like, Lil Baby, okay, I'll take the people that's going off for his attorney response. The attorney he got is Drew Finley, okay? I don't know if y'all remember me telling y'all this, but I told y'all some months ago. I said, look, Lil Baby know the Rico coming because he was doing a show up in Atlanta. He was doing a show in Atlanta. I think it was his birthday or something like that. I know it was in January. And at the show, he had his attorney. That was a little bit after they end up locking Dirk up. Dirk, remember they caught Dirk. They said he was trying to flee the country or whatever, but it was kind of like around the time Dirk was doing his concerts or something. Dirk had just did a big show before he got locked up. So I had noticed Lil Baby moving around with his attorney, okay? If Lil Baby wasn't worried about a Rico coming, if Lil Baby wasn't worried about the feds, if Lil Baby didn't know all of this stuff, right? If Lil Baby didn't know all of this stuff, he would not have started trying to separate himself and his brand from 4PF, all right? So they already knew what was going on because it was a lot of unalivings. There's a lot of unalivings. There's a lot of things that had been going on, okay? Now, when you go back, and I'm telling y'all exactly why Lil Baby going to jail. Y'all folks not listening to the authorities, in my opinion. They're not listening to the authorities. They're not paying attention to what these people are saying, which is why I'm starting off with the press conference. Because if y'all get y'all emotions and y'all feelings out of it, and people that really don't know the law, if y'all just pay attention and listen, they telling you their own case. They telling you what they've been investigating, what Woolfolk is saying we know for the last 9 months. What Fannie Willis saying it go back to 2020. Okay. So, you know, and people got to pay attention, shout. You got people in 4PF who already done been hit with gang activity, conspiracy charges, all that. You already got people that's in jail for it. And one of the people allegedly is an informant. Okay, so he been already talking. So when I'm breaking this down for y'all got to go all the way back to what the chief of police is saying when they talking about the video shoot. Okay, this is for people in the back, y'all. This is for people that just don't understand and just really, really slow. Because there's a lot of them I'm realizing. The problem is not Lil Baby shooting the video. The problem ain't even where he shot the video. The problem is the repercussions of the decisions that he made, knowing that it was possible violence that was going to occur after him making this decision. So look, you can go anywhere in the world. You can go anywhere you want to. And we'll use, I say California, for example, but it's probably in Florida, Georgia, Texas. It happens in a plethora of places. But according to the street, now this is a street code type situation, okay? People not gonna go over into their op territory unless they trying to start a problem. Now, when people say, oh, well, Lil Baby grew up here. No, Lil Baby grew up in that area, but you got it divided. You got the Oakland City, and then you got, I forgot what other side is. You got Oakland City, and then you got, I can't think of it right now, like the West End and stuff like that. So Lil Baby don't really be over there at the West End and all that type of stuff, you feel me? But he can go wherever he want to. But a lot of the time, people know I'm not finna go over here to, if you're in California and you a crook and you know right the next street over is a different city, 9 times out of 10, you not finna go over there because the streets already understand, look, y'all stay over there on y'all corner, we gonna stay over here on our corner. Now, I'm not telling you that you can't come over here. You can come over here all day long, but you know by you coming over here or me coming over there, it's gonna be a problem that occur that could have been easily avoided, okay? So now, again, you still gotta look at the people who are being held accountable for this stuff. The people who being held accountable for this stuff are 4PF members that they saying you signed. The boy Lil Tay, Quintavious, whatever his name is, Dirty Tay, Quintarius Wright, they said that Lil Baby signed him after he got out of jail for doing 2 years. Lil Baby signed him because he was supposed to be a hitter. This is what the police said. Okay? So they haven't been investigated since last year. Again, people get me aggravated when they not listening. They ain't say that the man couldn't. They said he was where he shouldn't be. And all this transpired from him going over there shooting his music video. They not just putting this on Lil Baby. You feel me? Now it was his video shoot. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. Y'all got really know what's going on. This man, it was his video shoot. It was his video shoot. I'm talking about and 3 people got injured. 3 people got hit that day. It was last year in May. It was Lil Baby video shoot over at the Slapping Taco. Now, you could have shot that video anywhere you wanted. You Lil Baby. You could have rented that area out and shot the video and had full security. But see, let's go back to that part. That's what I was talking about earlier. That day that this happened, what's going on, even? That day that this happened at Slapping Tacos, right? And the people had got hit. One of those dudes that got hit that day allegedly is suing Lil Baby for $600,000. Okay. His reason in suing Lil Baby is because they were supposed to have a certain level of security. Okay. Why do you think they came up with the agreement to have a certain level of armed security going over there that day? Because they knew that they were going to do something. Why did Lil Baby go? Why was it so imperative for Lil Baby to go and shoot that video right there in that community where 3 people got hit? You see what I'm saying? Because you're doing stuff in the streets to gain credibility, to try to prove a point. And like the police saying, by you making that decision, you had a retaliation to where they got the people locked up that did it, but they gonna hold everybody accountable because, again, you got informants and you got people saying, well, look, he shouldn't have been over here. You know, people gonna say they side. And again, now he couldn't be over here. He shouldn't. We all know places that we should not be. You feel? Where they should not, where people should not be. Okay? Go wherever you want to go. So again, you got a dude that was with Lil Baby this day who's suing because he got heat, right? Boom. Let me play this for y'all real quick.
Joined today by Major Pete Malecki, who is the commander of our major crime section, as well as Major Ralph Wolfhook, who oversees our violent crime interdiction section. The last time we gathered here as a police department with the media, we were asking for help from the community to be able to bring to custody the murders of two 13-year-olds in our city. I met just a moment ago with the mother of one of those young men, Michelle Freeman, and we were talking about the journey she's been on. The morning that she lost her son, 13-year-old friend of his, and an 11-year-old that was injured that day. And they're all celebrating a birthday party.
Every month, this Airbnb pays me in semi-passive income. Now, here's the thing. I don't own it and I don't pay any rent. It doesn't even matter where you live, even if you're in a boring little town where almost no one travels to. And if you...
When gang violence and gun violence found its way to Spark Street. And Ms. Freeman knows that she has the condolence and the support of the Atlanta Police Department. It was there on July the 2nd. It continues today. And we made a commitment when we stood before you last time on Spark Street that we were going to identify the murders in that case. And not only were we going to identify the murders in that case, we were going to bring them to justice. And we're here today to give you an update on everyone being brought to justice that committed those crimes. Those crimes were just not against the Freeman family or the Davis family. Those crimes were not just against the Oakland City community or here on Spark Street. These crimes were against all of Atlanta. Because when gun violence touches this neighborhood and can claim the lives of two 13-year-olds, it touches every Atlanta neighborhood. And since those early morning hours, this police department has not tired in identifying who committed those crimes and bringing them to justice. And I want to acknowledge a number of the units that have been working since that morning and that have not stopped. Our homicide team, our gang unit, an analyst working out of public safety headquarters, the district attorney's office, and the FBI. And these individuals that committed the crime here on July 2nd were dangerous individuals that, if allowed to remain free on the streets of Atlanta, Georgia, were going to use guns again to harm. These individuals cannot just be taken off the street without risk to law enforcement. And thanks to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, our Apex unit, our ACE unit, and our fugitive units, we have taken into custody the last two individuals that we have sought for this horrible crime. And we couldn't do that without the community. Because if you remember the last time we were here, we were going door to door on every home in this neighborhood asking for the community support. So for everyone that has provided a tip, that is called Crime Stoppers, for everyone that has worked with our investigators, I want to thank you, because everyone has a role in keeping Atlanta safe. I'm going to turn the microphone now over to the special agents in charge of the FBI field office. And Zach Brown, I do want to thank you for all the work that your team has been providing. Long before you arrived in the city, we've had a strong partnership with the FBI. And for us to be able to stand here and tell the Atlantans we have removed two more dangerous murders off the street, we want to thank you for your role in making that happen. Thank you. All right.
Thank you. I'm Paul Brown, the special agent in charge of FBI Atlanta's division. It's first and foremost, I want to offer my deepest condolences to the Davis and Freeman families. No family should have to bury their 13-year-old children. The FBI is here as part of our joint efforts with the Atlanta Police and other law enforcement partners to solve cases just like this. The FBI assisted this case. It's part of our ongoing commitment to APD to combat violent crime and gang violence that's plaguing our communities. Everyone should feel safe and secure in their community and their homes. Atlanta's violent crimes and gang squads work every day with APD and our other law enforcement partners in concert through our Atlanta Metro Major Offenders Task Force and through our Atlanta Safe Streets Task Force to get violent criminals like Tredon Crawford and Ali Caldwell off the streets. We will continue to use every resource available, working with our partners to include the Atlanta Police Department to keep our community safe. Thank you for your time.
Good afternoon. I'm Major Pete Malecki. I'm over our major crime section. So as Chief Shearbaum stated, several weeks after this incident took place, we were out here holding a very similar press conference, and we were asking for the help from the community. In just a moment, I'm going to show you some pictures of 7 individuals that we were able to take into custody in conjunction with this tragic incident. I stood here and told you the story how on July 2nd, just after midnight of last year, we had two 13-year-olds and 11-year-old celebrating the birthday of Lamont Fremont. He had just turned 13, and he got to experience about 30 minutes of being a teenager before his life was taken. And when I turn it over to Major Woolfolk, he's going to discuss some of the investigative techniques and really the gang involvement and the gang ties that led to this incident taking place. But one thing I want to make absolutely clear, and I said it then and I'll say it again, these kids were innocent victims. So when we talk about the gang involvement, these two 13-year-olds and this 11-year-old, they didn't have a gang involvement. We didn't have interactions with them as a police department. They were good kids in the community. And unfortunately, their futures, their lives were taken. So I do want to thank all the community members that gave us tips and information on this case. And while I can't say necessarily that one individual tip broke this thing open, each tip is like a little puzzle piece. And we took every one of those, glued them together, and we're able to thankfully bring this case to resolution. And I will say that even though we have made 7 arrests, we never stop working cases. So if anyone has more information, we would ask that you do bring that forward, provide that to us, and we will certainly investigate every detail of those tips. So right now we're going to show some images of the individuals that we have made arrests on. So 5 of these individuals we already had in custody, we had arrested. Some of them were in jail on previous charges not related to this. So once we established probable cause, we're able to serve the jails in which they're housed with these arrest warrants. So the first one there is Mr. Sanders. Let me just flip in. Richard Hollis, Reginald Thomas, Marcus Crawford, Mr. Mobley, Tradon Crawford, and Tradon is one of the individuals that we took into custody yesterday. And then the final 7th individual is Mr. Ollie Caldwell. If you notice with these individuals, 2 of them share the same last name. It's because they are brothers. So it seems like there was some type of family history of gang activity, gang involvement. And unfortunately, on the night of July 2nd, that escalated to 2 13-year-old children losing their lives. So I'm going to turn it over to Major Ralph Woolfolk, and he will discuss a little bit of the gang conflict and some of the investigative techniques and procedures that we used to get us here today. So thank you.
Thanks, Major. My name is Major Ralph Woolfolk of the Violent Crime Interdiction Section. And I first want to say the overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left 2 of our children in graves and a community in fear. And we know in these communities that strength is about building community, not destroying it. And in this case, leaving 2 young people in their grave. I want to thank the community that was here with our investigation team from the inception of this incident. Out on the night of the incident, we not only received investigative assistance from this community, but we also saw a community that was full of compassion and love. Video evidence depicted several people in this community pouring out of their apartments, attempting to triage wounds, attempting to transport persons to the hospital, and making several 911 calls from this community that were used throughout our investigation that led ultimately, with their assistance, to some of the apprehensions in this case. I want to also thank the FBI, who has not only been an incredible partner to us throughout this investigation, but has also been a consistent partner to us throughout our fight, as Chief Shearbaum always says, against gangs, guns, and drugs. We have had a consistent partnership with the FBI that has aided us in suppressing our violent crime. And for our team members internally in the Atlanta Police Department that spent countless hours, investigative hours, a tandem approach, collaborative approach between homicide, between gangs, between our ACE unit, between our intelligence analysts, and several other internal units throughout the police department that spent countless hours working this case. I remember getting a call from the gang unit over 4th of July weekend, asking to go up on a wiretap investigation. And subsequent to that call, the next 48 hours was spent on the phone with our district attorney's office, who was a great support to us throughout this investigation and trying to stand that T3 up. And through that investigation, our gang unit sacrificed vacations. Our gang unit sacrificed time with loved ones, sacrificed relationships throughout the course of this investigation. In 5,424 man hours from July 10th through October 30th, that was spearheaded by the Atlanta Police Gang Unit in a wire room to ultimately assemble key facts and elements leading us to where we are in the investigation. And for the investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions. Ultimately, there are components of this investigation that led back to a prison in the state of Georgia where an illegal phone, a contraband phone, was used to orchestrate these acts. There was a hit called by a high-ranking gang member on the opposite side of that opposing rapper's gang. And I'll tell you today, that gang was Goodfellas. Goodfellas Criminal Street Gang being one of the most hyper-violent gangs in the city of Atlanta. And we will pursue you relentlessly in making sure that we keep this city safe and suppressing violence throughout our city. And lastly, I'll say, as Major Malecki indicated, there is still a $50,000 reward that is on the table for additional information in relationship to this case. And our detectives and our officers, through all of the internal units and external units that you see here today, will be knocking on doors and working with this community that has been so resilient to collect additional information to continue to move this investigation forward. Thank you.
Now, I'm gonna go back to, y'all heard what the man said. If y'all ain't had a chance, man, y'all rock with me on the Cash App. We got the March 8th Stop the Violence haircut rally. March 8th, Stop the Violence haircut rally. We just doing foods, drinks, haircuts, man. Just, you know, giving back to the community, man. Trying to do something to really just stop this violence and start getting these kids something else to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking into kind of starting like some barbering classes where I can kind of teach the youth or people who care, you know what I'm saying, about cutting hair or how to start you a YouTube channel. Just trying to show these kids, the youth, you know what I'm saying, something different and kind of just give them something to do for a weekend. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so that's why we taking up the donations, man. That's really for food, drinks, plates, cups, stuff like that. The Cash App is on there if y'all see fit, man. It's Star One Life. That's the Cash App. $1, $2, $3, $4. We appreciate anything, and that's for March 8th, which is actually next, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, okay? But now we just heard what Woolfolk said, Chief of Police, right? Now, he didn't say nothing defamatory. He didn't say nothing lying. He didn't say what this man can and can't do. He said all this was cowardly acts because he wanted to go somewhere he know he shouldn't have gone. And that's the truth. Because had he not went over there trying to prove a point, it's possible that these kids would still be alive. Now, the man say July the 4th. I told y'all this earlier. Y'all got to listen to what they telling y'all. The first thing the man got up there and said, the YT dude, the first dude that spoke, he said this investigation or this prosecution thing, whatever, is being led by a new person that they brought on. Okay. So first of all, you got a person that's coming in with a point to prove, right? You feel me? Sounds like you know what I'm saying, like they got a point to prove or whatever the case may be. So now I'm talking about the person who they saying that is over this case. Then Woolfolk said last year they got video surveillance that shows, listen to them. They got video surveillance that shows several people that was trying to come out and help these people, transporting people to the hospital, trying to apply pressure to wounds, trying to help out. He said they had a community of people that did this, and they used the video surveillance along with the 911 calls to help them throughout their investigation. They turned around and said they goddamn confiscated. Confiscated means they got this phone out of a prison in Georgia. The phone was contraband. The same thing they did to Thornton when they were going in there getting all the phones now. Come mind you, they didn't say which facility they got the phone out of. Phone could have easily been taken out of Wright Street, Fulton County. But let's stick to what he said. They confiscated a burner phone that led them to understanding the hit, who the hit came from, who the hit was for, and why. The man said, I don't think he said it in this one, but he said somewhere along the line that initially the hit was for Lil Baby. That's what the man said. Now, people are only stuck on the fact that them talking about their video shoot. Get the video shoot is in there, but it's so much deeper than the video shoot. Another thing they said was, after this slapping tacos incident happened, which was 3 people getting hit that was with Lil Baby, they seen skyrocket in unalivings and crime. It went stupid. Why do y'all think that was? I mean, we ain't got to be no rocket scientists to figure out. Somebody popped at your crew and then the murder rate went up. It's retaliation. It's back and forth. People start dropping like flies. I showed y'all the video earlier where 2 days after the slapping taco incident happened, it was a man that got unalived 15 minutes away from where that happened at, y'all. All this stuff is in the same vicinity. So now they got, going back to what he said, on the 4th of July, they got a call where the man said they wanted to do the wiretaps for the next 2 days. He said for the next 2 days, they worked with the district attorney office on getting everything set up, y'all. What you think they was setting up? Arrest warrants, investigations, interrogations, interrogation room. Then y'all just see all this stuff happen with YSL? And listen, and people can get it misconstrued all day long. Don't get it fucked up. That shit what happened with YSL, that was just YSL pick of the litter. Lucci went to prison. People in YSL went to prison. You got a dude that beat the whole trial, yet got it, still sitting in jail. So let's not act like Fulton County didn't win, y'all. I don't care what y'all say. Them folks sat in jail for 2, 3, 4 years. What they said in about 3 years. Went to trial for months, spent a lot of money just in the end to take a plea. You know why Thornton took that plea? Because he felt like he couldn't beat them, y'all. He felt like he couldn't beat them, and they don't play fair. It's going to be the same thing with Lil Baby. That's why I say it all depends. See, the state picked up dirt stuff. The feds picked up dirt stuff. So if the feds pick up this Lil Baby situation, mind you, he said they worked with the Federal Bureau of Investigation throughout this whole thing. So the FBI is definitely involved. You feel? So if the FBI pick it up, you already know it's over with. Right now, it could just be a matter of they trying to see who gonna prosecute the case, because evidently they got the evidence, they got video, they got wiretaps, they got informants, they got snitches. Now go back to this part. He said they already had 5 people out of the 7 that they arrested. 5 of them was already in jail on unrelated charges, right? Through their investigation and phone calls and stuff like that, they was able to get more information, which led to the arrest of the other 2 dudes that they picked up, the last 2 dudes they said they picked up, and they put charges on the people that was already locked up. Now, the information they said they got came from somebody who was talking. Well, they said that the information they received helped them to bring these people to justice. If you already had 5 of them locked up for something else, and then the information, if you bring 2, you got somebody talking. It's a fact they got somebody talking in their case. Definitely more than one person, if you ask me. But again, a lot of this stuff is finna come out. It's coming out. It's right here in everybody's face. All y'all got to do right now is they pay attention, listen, and start getting so defensive. People so defensive because they don't know the law. Ain't nobody finna come up here. They tell me something. Oh, Lil Baby ought to sue for defamation of character. It ain't defamation of character, fool, when you sat up there and you did it. Who? You talking about, oh, Lil Baby then what? A lot of people trying to say Lil Baby went there. He was there. Y'all ain't seen me show y'all the video earlier. He was right there next to the Cybertruck. I mean, next to the 2 Cybertruck were pulling up. He was standing right there. He had on green head, I think green shorts. Lil Baby was definitely there that day. It was his video shoot. You feel me? Anyway. So you got that part right there. Now, y'all know how you ever been a driver, right? Or you ever seen a situation where I can be a driver of a vehicle. I can take my partner to the store. My partner go in there and take from the store, right? Pull the power out, take from the store, come get back in the car. Matter of fact, he unalive somebody while he in there, or he just let the pow go off. Anything pertaining to that pow in that situation. He can't get back in the car with me. We leave. I'm just as responsible because I took him to the location. I put him in a situation that he wouldn't have been in had it not been for my, what they call negligence. Come on now. My negligence is what caused this to happen, which is what they trying to break down and let y'all know. Yeah, you can go where you want to go, but negligence, that's part of cruelty to children, child endangerment, all that. Not saying that Lil Baby did these crimes to these 13-year-olds, but again, you the reason they saying, this is what the police is saying. Because apparently the police got recorded conversations that saying these things happen because of something that Domonique Jones, a.k.a. Lil Baby, did, which is why your name is all in the arrest warrant. Now, I'm going to tell you something about that arrest warrant. If your name, a lot of times, if your name is in an arrest warrant, the detective, the investigator, you a person of interest or a suspect or at least questioning. You at least gonna be wanted for questioning at some point in time because they gonna want to know. Even like with Lil Baby, they gonna want to know what happened. Why did you go ahead and shoot this video? Who was the people? Y'all know how investigation go, interrogation and stuff like that go. The same thing Kenneth Copeland, Lil Woodoo were running down there doing every day of the week. Going down there, sitting there, talking, telling, fussing, crying. One life. They get to this part right here. Let's start acting like these rappers ain't responsible for what they doing. Now, at the end of the day, if you want to be a rapper, you get your money and you do your thing, then by all means do that. But when you start having this type of stuff come up, you got to be ready to take your lick. Ain't nobody just putting this stuff on. Law enforcement, prosecutors and stuff like that, they not just putting this stuff on you just to be doing it. Last year, when that Slappy Taco situation happened, you were already under the radar. That right there made them zero in on you. That made them zero in on you, show. And again, if you can go to trial and beat them folk, man, that's what you're supposed to do. Man. You're supposed to take them to trial and beat them. But people got to start acting like it ain't what it ain't like it's not really good. Hold on. Now listen to the man when he was talking about this part. Hold on. Not really. It all depends on how you're gonna do it. A lot of people shoot videos and don't get them, but that's a tough one. Technically, you supposed to, yeah. But a lot of times people don't be studying that stuff.
Shooting on the set of a music video. The shooting happened in northwest part of the city, and it took place while rapper Lil Baby was close by. 11 Alive's Bobeth Yates is live for us from APD headquarters with more on this investigation. Bobeth, you know, if you hear a big rapper like Lil Baby shooting a video, it's going to be a big scene.
That's exactly right. And the residents we spoke to this morning say they were so excited to see Grammy Award winning Lil Baby. But they say that excitement really quickly turned into fear when what they believe was a drive-by shooting occurred. And now Atlanta PD is investigating.
That happened. It was just too much for me.
Residents in the Dixie Hills neighborhood say Tuesday shooting on Verbranda Street that occurred on the set of a music video featuring popular Atlanta rapper Lil Baby has them on edge.
We just heard pow, 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 and that thing over, da, 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 and we grabbed the kids, and everybody was just running. It was a whole bunch of chaos.
The Atlanta Police Department's Violent Crime Unit is now investigating the incident that left 3 people shot. Officials say one person was hit in the arm, another in the neck, and a third in the back. And while all are expected to survive, police say the shooting may be part of a bigger problem with gang activity.
Several of the individuals in the city that are involved in some of these hybrid rap performance groups are involved in certain conflicts throughout the city. So us as a city of Atlanta, we do want to be proactive in making sure that our gang unit is on scene and at the on front of any potential matters that could escalate as a result of a shooting of this nature.
Woke folks says children and other bystanders were also on scene of the music video when the about 30 shots rang out. And as police try to piece together who's responsible and what led up to the shooting, neighbors we spoke to say the violence is getting out of hand.
It's ridiculous that you can't come outside and have a good time or show some love in the neighborhood because you always want to argue, fight, and shoot and kill, and that's a problem. They need to take these damn guns off the street. That's the biggest problem.
Now, APD tells me their investigation is still ongoing, so they cannot provide additional details. But they say anyone with information that can lead to an arrest should give them a call at Crime Stoppers. That number, 44577-TIPS. In Atlanta, Bobeth Yates, 11 Alive News.
That's the same officer. Now, what people got to understand is this. The same district attorney, the same police, the same gang units, okay? It's the same people dealing with YFN, YSL, OTF, Hood Rich, and now 4PF. It don't switch workers and stuff like that. So the same gang unit that were working the YSL trial, it's the same gang unit that's working this one. It's the same people that were out there when YSL was doing that stuff that was out there at that Slapping Taco video shoot, putting the pieces together. So now when you got informants and you got a unit that do gang task force, they got information from Goodfellas. They got information from this set. They know what's going on. They got people that's telling them. Y'all, it confuses me how people just watched the YSL trial and we seen how many niggas went in that interrogation room and talked to them folks, y'all. It's the same situation. You got people that's sitting in there talking. And then people gonna act like they surprised when the video come out, when the stuff come out and they saying this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? They gonna start feeling a weird type of way. Now look. They telling y'all the evidence. And that really my whole thing. Y'all have to go back, look at the videos. I mean, look at that I don't put up. And just really, excuse me. One Life family, y'all ain't rocking with me on the Cash App today. I'm putting up this video for y'all. Y'all are not rocking with Star today, man. I should have took my ass to work. But look, I want to show y'all something. Oh, okay, yeah. So look. Lil Baby. It was something I wanted to play for y'all really quick. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell y'all about it. Or do I want to see how I want to tell y'all like this? Okay. I was telling y'all about how 4PF was beefing with 4L. Lil Baby was beefing with 21 Savage now, right? So, you know, they picked 21 Savage artist up, Baby Drill. They picked Baby Drill up, and I think he beat that unalive charge though. Said he had done hit one of them folks. He had unalive somebody. So they locked him up, but he ended up beating it. So people are going to jail. Well, like what I mean by that is people were going to jail, in and out of jail. People were going for the unalive. People were going for the pop. People were going for the gang affiliation. People were going for, you know, a plethora of things. And it was all under, you know, under these rappers, but they click some entourages. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time all this stuff is going on, the FBI ain't doing nothing but listening, taking notes, taking recordings, putting together their investigation. That man just told y'all, they've been working on this case right here for the last 9 months, since last May. Since last May, they've been working on this alone, and they've been able to pinpoint all the way down to a contraband prison phone. Who sent this hit, who was involved, video showing it, and why. And they reason for why, which had to come from they said it came from the people, I think they did say informant, but they said it came from them. Said that they were trying to get Lil Baby, and when they realized that he was too hard to get, they started targeting randoms. So y'all mean to tell me, and I'm just asking, if these people were targeting Lil Baby, y'all mean to tell me Lil Baby no one getting no get back? People was shooting at Lil Baby now. 3 people got hit. I'm talking about the Slap Taco. You telling me that Lil Baby didn't send no type of retaliation? Please. I'm telling y'all, they had it on the news where 2 days later a man got unalive. Then they said the stuff about Woody partner, the threat dude, Trevante Turner. He got unalived doing this. They saying that he one of them OF dudes. Matter of fact, good fella. One threat, good fella. 30 deep, Mob. You know who else 30 deep? 30 deep, Mob, good fella. They all the same. You feel? They just, you know what I'm saying? It's really all the same stuff. But you know who else got on the stand and told y'all that they were good fellas? Young Thug brother Funk got up there and told y'all he was good fella, man. GL, Mob, 30 deep. All right. Okay. People got to really pay attention and see this stuff before. I be seeing stuff before it happens. Because I'm not, first of all, I ain't slow and I ain't ignorant. You feel me? So when people be saying stuff, the internet, I ain't talking about everybody, I'm just saying, the internet hear stuff and be quick to, oh, that ain't true. Lil Baby, they can't lock Lil Baby up. How you going to tell somebody where he can't go? How you going? All right. I'm more so the type that's listening. Like, well, what y'all say? Because first of all, I don't know what kind of, who be making y'all believe this crazy stuff that you can talk to the police in kind of way and you got all this, that, and the third. Man, that is not how that works, y'all. That ain't how that works. If the police sit there and say, right now, we got reason to believe this, that, and the third, then they can say what they want to. Police gonna lock your ass up. They gonna lock you up. That man said they gonna work reluctantly to make sure these folks is held accountable. Coward rapper, Atlanta-based rapper, we got this, that, and man, please. Your name is in the arrest warrant. If they didn't want to humiliate you, or they had no intentions of questioning you or talking to you, why they got your name in the arrest warrant? They could have said anybody, but they specifically said Domonique Jones, aka Lil Baby, 4PL. You can change it to can't be fucked with all day long, CBFW, whatever you want to change it to. But hey, they know it started with 4PL. They got people saying that they done did stuff for you, shout. They got recordings of it, shout. That's what they said. That's what they said. Now, y'all can call them a lie. Oh, okay. So look, y'all remember I was telling y'all about the other dude? I pulled him up too. I was telling y'all this morning, in case y'all missed me, I said it was a 4 p.m. member. It was 2 on. One with Dirty Tay, Kentavious, whatever his name is, Kentavious Wright. And then you had the other dude. His name is Deshaun Jones. I'm trying to think, Deshaun Jones. But his name is Deshaun Jones. Deshaun Jones, okay? He's affiliated with Lil Baby, and he unalived his girlfriend's 6-year-old son. Y'all remember that? Hold on, I'm finna pull it up for y'all. Cause people just be talking. People don't even understand the severity of what's going on.
Let me get you a cold one.
Hold on.
Try one of these. That is the best buffalo wing in the county. You eat buffalo? No, it's just chicken.
Well, tonight we do have some new details after a man is accused of beating a 6-year-old child to death.
It happened last week, and today the man is still in custody facing multiple charges, including murder. 11 Alive's Molly Oak is live tonight with more. Molly.
Yeah, well, behind me, that's the fire station that the 6-year-old was dropped off at late Tuesday night. Now, that information's coming from arrest warrants we got our hands on earlier this morning. I want you to take a look at your screen. This is the man, according to arrest warrants, Deshaun Jones, who's now charged with murder because he hit the child multiple times, causing internal bleeding and death. Now, those warrants say that Jones is also charged with cruelty to children, which is a felony. Now, in the warrants, Atlanta police claim the child, Tobias Perkins Jr., was at home on Spark Street with Jones, his mother's boyfriend, on March 19th. The warrants say Jones was babysitting the mom's 5 kids and say one of the children told police that she heard loud banging coming from a room where Jones and the child were in the Fulton County home. Warrants say Perkins' grandfather found him unresponsive and then took the child to this fire station just about a half-mile away. APD tells us the 6-year-old was then pronounced dead at the hospital. Now, Jones is being held without bond. His next court appearance is next month. Back to you guys.
All right, Molly, thank you so much.
Shouts out to thank you for the $10 cash out. I don't know if you want me to say your name, but thank you for the $10 cash out, man. If y'all want to help out, please, like I told y'all, $1, $2, anything will help for the Stop the Violence haircut rally. Let me show y'all. I ain't have a chance to put up the whole flyer, but this is the flyer that we're doing, just something for the community. Stop the Violence haircut rally, man, going down March 8th, 2025. Thank you. Thank you for everybody who has donated, man, to the channel. I wanted to set a goal for today, but I just, I thank y'all so much, man. Y'all rock with me. So I took off. Today. I had a little stuff to do earlier. Took out today, kind of just hang out, get some stuff together for the event next week. Kind of just chill, man, and talk to y'all. I was really interested in this Lil Baby stuff. But yeah, if y'all can, if you haven't had a chance to, man, y'all please donate to the haircut rally. Thank you so much. But look, so now the dude I just played for y'all, that was the news clip I played for y'all. It's news articles and all kinds of stuff about this stuff. Y'all heard him. He unalived that 6-year-old. This was a 4PF affiliate, y'all. And it's important because the other dude that I told y'all about, the Dirty Tay dude that's locked up for shooting the 3-year-old, they saying that he's an informant. So you got people that's already locked up that's doing their talking. You feel me? So that's why y'all can start to see now all this stuff. Now let's not forget one more, y'all. And I think hold on. I think I said it wrong. Hold on. Heck yeah, y'all. This stuff is, I'm telling y'all, this stuff getting deep now. Where is it? Now, I'm gonna read this to y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna read it to y'all what it say about matter of fact, let me see something real quick. Now check this out. This just a little quick clip, but I want y'all to look at this. Look. Hold on.
That's what that is. Oh, god damn. What the fuck? They just shot up all this motherfucker. What the fuck?
Now that's footage, camera footage from Atlanta rapper Lil Marlo, which is Lil Baby right hand man. Now I'm gonna read y'all this article, okay, y'all. And this is what it says about Atlanta rapper Lil Marlo, Lil Baby partner. All right. It says that Atlanta police have confirmed to Channel 2 Action News that Atlanta rapper Lil Marlo was unalived in a shooting on I-285 Saturday night. Atlanta police responded to the crash near Benjamin E. Mays Drive overpass at 11:30 p.m. and found the 30-year-old driver unalived inside. Police said the car was traveling south when the driver, now identified as Rudolph Johnson, Lil Marlo, was shot. Investigators believe the rapper was the intended target, and they are working to learn more. No one has been arrested in the case. Lil Marlo has been on the Quality Control record label since 2017. Lil Yachty posted about the situation early Sunday, writing on Instagram, "We just did a song for this. We just did a song. I'm guessing that's supposed to say at 4 this morning. Shaking my head. Rest in peace, brother. Anyone with information is asked, call Crime Stoppers." Okay, so that's the news article that they put out on Lil Marlo. Okay, which everybody know, Lil Baby right hand man. So this was a targeted hit. And see, I want y'all to also understand this one, life. When they telling y'all and they saying stuff, listen for keywords. Targeted. Targeted means a lot in the court of law, because that means this was intended for you. This wasn't a mistake. You was targeted. You was the target of violence. They tried to Marlo, they tried to unalive. But when they said that Lil Baby was the target at that video shoot, that means they got information. Like that man said, they recovered a cell phone, that they got evidence in that cell phone that say Lil Baby was the intended target. Lil Baby is who we wanted. They got evidence of this. Lil Baby, we want your head is what the police got, because they saying that you went and started a war with Goodfellas and OMF. That's what the police is saying. I don't know how much more clear. Y'all ready to turn up one light? Because y'all know I done been humble, so I've been had a lot on my mind, but I be trying to just be cool and stuff like that. But I know we going to get through it one life. I know we going to get through it. But look, y'all folks is talking crazy. I don't know what type of other evidence or information y'all want the police to come out and say. They got your name blasted all over the internet, because that's the same thing they said about Dirt. When everybody was like, man, they saying Dirt had something to do. They said when they were like Dirk had something to do with somebody getting unalive. Who they said? They said Dirk had something to do with. I forgot who they said at first. And if people were like, oh, they ain't finna lock Dirk up. Dirk ain't did that. Dirk did that. Dirk been sitting in jail since last year, ain't? All right then. They did the same thing. Now, I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about this. And y'all hit that cash out too, man. Y'all ain't finna hold me up all day. Ain't got me nothing, no lunch now. I don't even want no lunch. I want y'all to help these kids. But look, I had ate me some shrimp earlier. I had me little 2 pieces of shrimp. But look, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. But yeah, look, y'all. People can be slow all they want to. Y'all know what the hell we looking at. They saying, man, y'all were doing this gang violence, back and forth shootings. Kids was getting hit. Kids was getting unalived. Kids were getting hit. You terrorizing the community. You feel me? And the city of Atlanta, they mad about that. I can't make this up. Lil Baby done just got himself in some stuff. But see, you have time to stop these things. You feel me? You got time to stop these things, man. Let me ask y'all something. When I first met Lil Baby, it was when Lil Baby did the, I told y'all, shout, I'm from Atlanta, you feel me? So that's why when I be getting a lot of information, shout. I be telling y'all what's going on, right? Gunna from my hood, you feel? That I keep telling y'all that Thor, when after Nett lost his life, Thor went to King Troop, who was over all the crooks from where I'm from. I ain't no crooks, y'all. You feel? But my whole neighborhood, all them, they crook. Big, strong, powerful. I'm talking about, when I say big, I'm talking about like high level. Boom. That's why Thor came to them for protection. The dude that killed King Troop, that Thor be rapping about, he was a mob member, good fella, 30 deep. That's who took Troop out, y'all. Facts, his name was Pat. Pat took Troop out at the gas station on Old National, goddamn, up there in Atlanta, up there in Georgia. Took him out, right? Now check this out. The heat, man, that stuff is deep, y'all. It's deep. My point is, I remember first me Lil Baby, because they came to the South Side and did that song South Side. South Side, then South Side. You feel me? Oh, you good? If you ain't got cash up, it's all good. Don't worry about it. You ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support. You feel me? You got Apple Pay. I take Apple Pay too. You feel me? But hey, look, y'all. Lil Baby shot that video, South Side. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. What's his name? What's the boy name? Lil Baby and Gunna, right? Lil Baby and Gunna, when Gunna got some gangsters around, and although Gunna in with a year, Gunna not really trying to go out there and just start stuff. And I'm gonna tell y'all something about Gunna too, because they been said, and I know this for a fact, the feds been had Gunna them under goddamn surveillance investigation. I remember the feds had the whole neighborhood under investigation, so that's why everybody got the hell on. So the feds been lurking. So look, when Lil Baby was hanging with Gunna, they weren't doing nothing but they were making some good music. What their album was, they had Dripple Drown. They had some Southside. They had some good music. They were talking about Fly and all that, and you know what I'm saying, Southside, and all that stuff. It was doing good. But see, the time people start trying to be something they not, and I'm not saying whether he a gangster or not, but what I'm saying here about old Domonique, I remember Domonique. Then Lil Baby went to jail, did a year for burglary. That ain't gangster. But I'm just, hey, when he breaking the houses, calling shit. Same thing Lil Wood and them were doing. They get some money, and all of a sudden, they want to be gangster. See, that's why the police and the community like, well, now, rather than you getting $10 million and going and buy $100,000 worth of gun and another $100,000 worth of drama, why don't you build a rec center for the kids in the community? Why don't you throw a barbecue? Hell, I ain't even got millions of dollars, and I done took my last. I'm asking my audience to help me to do something for the community as far as haircuts and food. Just a little something to help them out. I ain't even got $1 million goddamn that I can goddamn put my hands on. But even Ghana would go to the Walmart on Christmas and give out toys, truckloads of toys for the community. So it was easy when Ghana got locked up, although people want to say, oh, well, Ghana's a rat. Ghana did this and third. Ghana is still relevant. Ghana dropped the album. When Ghana got out and he dropped Bread in a Bottle, that was one of the best songs Ghana could have dropped. And he went on and he did his thing and sold out the Barclays Center and sold out the Staples Center by himself. Ain't did a song with Thug and Thug been home, but Thug ran over there, produced, and did a song with Lil Baby. And the time they did that, here came the Rico. Because they already told you not to go over there hanging with them folks. See, people think they so slick. And mind you, again, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do, you did. So, but I'm just saying, when the law get involved, people have to start acting like, hey, this ain't been years of crimes that's been coming. Marlo lost his life. When Marlo lost his life? In 2019, 2020? When it was? I think it was 2019, 2020. I know it, when I can't remember right now. But yeah. All this stuff is finna come out, man. All this stuff, just like in the YSL trial, they finna start connecting this stuff. Oh, Shawty did this. Shawty did that. Oh, you was here when this happened. You was there when this happened. You feel? Mm-hmm. It could have been whatever. Here we go. I'm playing it right here. Cause I forgot to do Chad or some shit. Y'all chill out.
Recorded phone case, but he's facing all kinds of other charges. And I got to tell you, he's an interesting cat. And as it happens, I have all of the paperwork for that here with me. So let's talk about that, because there was a bunch of stuff that didn't come out in that leak because whoever leaked it didn't want the rest of it to come out. First, let's talk a little bit about the leak. Whole wave of anger and resentment, and that was
and I want to get into that because the Atlanta DA announced there's going to be more high-profile RICO cases coming in the next 60 days.
Yeah,
and the first one to actually be announced was Atlanta's drug rich gang.
Right, and they rap. Some of them rap, like the high-profile one is drug rich Hecht, who ironically lives less than a mile from me. I live in DeKalb County. This is a DeKalb County gang that got busted by the Fulton County District Attorney.
Come on.
In part because the gang was allegedly knocking off houses of very rich people in North Fulton. There was a football player, there was a soccer player, there was a reality television star, there was an Instagram influencer, and in one case there was a home invasion where they held people kidnapped basically for a while they were ransacking the house. And I get why they would do that there, because you go where the money is. My neighborhood, not a lot of money. But they're also facing the Play for Keeps killers. There are a couple of gangs that I have my eyes on where I think that fits the bill and where I think people should worry, like if you happen to be members of this gang. The Play for Keeps, PFK. This is a street gang in Atlanta. There are rappers who are tangentially sort of connected to them. There was a killing about 3 months ago of a kid. It's a 14, 15-year-old Nigerian American kid, Joshua Adetunji. His mother has left the country since. These were kids killing other kids. These were teenagers shooting at each other at the Atlanta fairgrounds. Like one kid is walking through and he's got a gun and he's saying, I'm going to shoot people. And another kid who is a member of a crew called the Play for Keeps Killers gets into a gunfight with them, and Adetunji gets killed in the gunfight. I don't think Adetunji was a gang member. He could have been, but I don't think so. Like, by all descriptions, he was just caught in the crossfire. That sort of thing, if you're the district attorney, you go, I got to shut that down. Because when one person gets killed, it creates this whole wave of anger and resentment and desire for revenge, and then they start shooting up someone else, and then they get pissed off, and suddenly it's a war. And she wants to stop the wars. Like this whole thing with YSL and YFN, there were 40 drive-bys that emerged in the 3 months after Donovan Thomas was killed. And other people were killed in those drive-bys. Willis is like deliberately looking for situations like that she can stop before they start.
Well, you talked about the drug rich gang arrests. So I actually looked into this. 26 members, alleged members, were actually arrested. There's a 220 count indictment.
Yes, there is.
Police feel that they're able to link the drug rich gang to at least 13 violent home invasions, including where one man got shot during the incident. And you mentioned some of this already, but I want to basically be specific in terms of what they're being charged for. The most high profile house burglary was Mariah Carey's $5 million mansion in Atlanta.
$5 million mansion.
There's also Marlo Hampton, who's on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Calvin Ridley, who plays for the Atlanta Falcons, Brad Guzan, who plays for Atlanta United Soccer. And they're also saying that Gunna, his house was targeted.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, why not? Like, if there's money, like that's all this was about. Like, so the neighborhood that Drug Rich operates out of, like their neighborhood is sort of the North Hairston Memorial Drive corridor, just west of Stone Mountain and north of Stone Mountain, and it is some of the most shocking poverty you're going to find in Metro Atlanta. The schools have a 55% turnover rate because people have to pull their kids out because they've run out of their 3 months of free rent at the apartment complex because of the moving question.
I switched. Everyone's switching to Red Pocket.
And it is how much of what we're seeing in rap is
and to further the gang and not be held responsible. She went on. She said, just one of the lyrics used in this indictment is me and my crew striking in all black.
Where Drug Rich operates. Johnny Cash went to Reno and shot a man.
Right.
Man, that's weird. That guy's
Grady Scott.
Correct.
and he was denied bond in this particular case.
Other person who is like, he's not Scott, he's the other guy.
Grady Scott.
Correct.
And he
are going to be like, it's a shot of adrenaline to actually see the lyric and hear it. You know, I think I think this question of bias is reasonable. Like, I think we should be looking at the bias here.
Well, another case that's happening in Atlanta right now is a rapper named Baby Drill.
Yeah.
AKA, you know, real name Del
Caristo Wilson.
Del Caristo Wilson. Right.
Man, that's weird. That whole case is strange. Before we get into that, I just want to say that I have been unable to get all the documents I want on this case because the Fulton County court system has a website that is screwed up and has been for years. And the only way to get stuff is to physically show up and stand in a tiny little room in the back of the courthouse pulling documents.
I'd be down there like
amazingly frustrating. And it's frustrated me with this case, which is why people don't fully understand what's going on with Baby Drill.
Well, according to reports, 2 people were killed on April 8th. Quantavious Harris and Grady Scott. Baby Drill is accused of killing Grady Scott.
Correct.
And he was denied bond in this particular case. Since then, there was an unreleased music video that was posted on YouTube 10 weeks after the Harris murder, which basically there's a whole lot of stuff in there that doesn't make Baby Drill look all that good.
Right.
You know, some of the lyrics are N-words thought this shit was sweet, shot his ass, asked Daffy.
Right. So like, it's crazy. Like, so there's another rapper, small time rapper, Hard-Bodied Daffy, who was murdered. And I believe he was the other person who was like, he's not Scott, he's the other guy. Drill isn't accused, Baby Drill is not accused of killing Hard-Bodied Daffy. But it's interesting that there appears to be a connection in the case that I was not immediately aware of because I couldn't get at the documents until yesterday. There is a stay away order in his incarceration documents that requires him to be separated from 2 other people who are accused of murder and gang charges. And I believe one of them is accused of murdering Hard-Bodied Daffy. So there's a bunch of stuff that's mixed up here. He's not accused of killing Hard-Bodied Daffy, but I think there may actually be a connection there. And I'll know more once I get the full case file after I sue someone at this point.
Well, yeah. I mean, in Baby Drill's music, he said, "Caught my first body when I was 18."
Baby Drill is 21 Savage
Done
artist.
Sane.
Just so y'all
Right.
know.
That was with.
For y'all that don't know, I just was saying that Baby Drill, who they talking about, who unalived one of these dudes, I think he beat their body, but he is part of 4L, which is 21 Savage entourage. 4L, 21 Savage, that's what they're talking about, one of his people.
Young Nudie, I believe. And Young Nudie had a different line where he was saying almost.
Young Nudie is really 21 Savage Hilda. You feel me? That's his Hilda. Young Nudie was with 21 Savage when they got caught up. I told y'all 21 Savage got pulled over, got locked up. He had that firearm in the car. That's when they found out that 21 Savage was from the UK and he ain't had no green card and all that stuff. Y'all notice we never heard nothing else about that. Jay-Z had to get involved and help 21 Savage out. We ain't heard nothing else about it. Now my thing is, somebody told me that was a little suspicious. Whack 100.
Caught my first body when I was 17 or something like that. People wanted to link Baby Drill to a different murder. And that's the Lil Marlowe murder.
For people that don't know.
Right. And Lil Marlowe was a very close friend of Lil Baby.
Yeah. And I don't actually think that any of this has anything to do with that. Like, if it does, I'd be surprised. It would be a hell of a coincidence, if nothing else. There was a lot going on with the Lil Marlowe thing. Lil Barlow's brother was accused of a murder in Brookhaven. And that murder case went bad. And by went bad, I mean prosecutors had to drop the case mid-trial, which never, ever happens. Like the judge said, you're done. Case dismissed. You're free to go. To two guys that they believed they had enough evidence to convict. The problem is, their two witnesses disappeared on them, and like they're gone. And I think like the prosecutors believe they went off to California. They didn't want anything to do with this. So Marlo's brother gets off scot-free of a murder that was gang related, and it makes you start to ask whether or not Marlo's murder was retaliation for this other guy not going to jail or being punished for a murder. And this is what I'm talking about when I say that the district attorneys of Metro Atlanta, they see all of this stuff and they can kind of connect the dots. The prosecutors talk to them. Like their interest is in stopping a chain of retaliations from expanding. Because every death, and I've said this before, I said this last time, like every death creates a hole in a community that doesn't get filled. Like there's no coming back from it, and there's no redemption arc for whoever gets killed, no matter how terrible a person you think they are. You can't tell me in 2 or 5 or 10 years they're not leading, like relief missions in Central Africa or quashing other gang beef or otherwise doing great and good things. Everybody deserves justice. Everybody deserves justice. The people who you're trying to keep from being killed deserve justice. The people who are in your jails deserve justice. And I think that's the thing that we should be screaming for at this. Not free my guy. I hate it when I see that. I know how common it is. I know everybody says free my, Fred Rollo, for example. I just want justice. If justice means that person should be free, that person should be free. If justice means that person should be in jail, that person should be in jail. But that's the thing. Look for justice.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about Lil Marlo. Lil Baby had a documentary that aired on Amazon recently.
Yeah.
And he talked about that whole situation. Him and Marlo were really close, and they kind of, joined Quality Control right around the same time and started rapping right around the same time. Lil Baby took off, but Marlo, his career never really took off. And, they talked about it. I think like P from Quality Control was saying how, since Marlo's career wasn't taking off, he was still in the streets. He was still doing street shit, and he got killed. I did an interview with this artist named Bankroll Freddie, and he talked about how he was in the studio with Lil Baby when they found out that Lil Marlo got killed. And it was just kind of a tragic kind of thing where, these guys are seeing their peers blow up in the music industry, start making millions of dollars, hit songs and so forth. And they're not getting that type of traction in their music, but they're trying to keep up with their friends who are making millions of dollars in legal money. So they sometimes start to do illegal stuff to get the jewelry and get the cars and get the clothes, and which ultimately leads to either death or prison.
Right.
I wish I knew how to nip that in the bud. Just look back at the industry. When I see this stuff, the industry could do something to get in between all of this. They could stop signing folks who are begging. If the industry had a social conscience, it would start looking at these problems in the same ways that you and I are. But who is to say what Marlo would have been today?
Yeah.
People don't always hit on the first or second try. Sometimes you get it. You learn and you grow and you hear things, and maybe he would have made some shift. And you and I could only speculate. And he'd be Lil Baby right now. This is the price of murder.
Yeah.
I'm going to be starting a podcast at some point over in the next 6 months. And it's basically looking at
So yeah, y'all. I was playing George, whatever his name is, cause he like an investigative journalist. So he be knowing stuff, and I just wanted y'all to hear what he was saying about the Marlowe situation and how a lot of this stuff is tied into. You heard how he said several times, retaliation. The district attorney's whole purpose is to stop the retaliation forms that's going on in the community. Okay. So that's why people are seeing so much of the violence in the streets. It's a lot of retaliation. It's a lot of get back and stuff like that. Now, check this story out. Now, this is the story about the man who they said got into the pop-out down at the park when they said that Baby Drill was supposed to unalive this dude right here, Joshua Adetunji. How do you say it? Hold on. Tell you, I'm breaking this thing down for y'all. But y'all, you don't really need no. Let me tell y'all that too real quick. You don't really. No man, I'll talk about it later.
Investigations in the city of Atlanta. Police said that they've nabbed 3 teenagers in connection with one deadly shooting, but now they're on the hunt for whoever shot a young father. Joe Ripley has that story.
Heightened security at sunset Friday night at the Atlanta Fair. Less than 3 weeks ago, a night out turned into a family's nightmare. Police say an argument escalated into gunfire, killing 16-year-old Joshua Adetunji.
This was very intricate in the fact that there were many players that were involved, a lot of persons that we needed to identify.
Ain't that the same man?
Woolfolk announced a 19-year-old and 2 other teens were arrested and charged with felony murder. Woolfolk says 40% of Atlanta's homicides have stemmed from arguments that got out of hand.
We need a little bit more empathy and understanding. As you know, the amount of conflict that we're seeing in our society and inability to de-escalate situations is certainly playing a factor.
Police continue to search for the people responsible in the death of Darian Giles. Police say Giles was sitting in his car March 7th when another vehicle pulled up beside him and fired a barrage of bullets at him. In connection with the shooting, investigators are looking at this video showing a man in black getting out of a black vehicle with Florida tags.
He was set to finish up his degree at Savannah State. That was very loved by his family and his friends.
Giles was 23 years old, the father of a 10-month-old son, his family standing behind police in solidarity. Investigators say Giles was shot after a funeral, his family realizing Giles lost his own life, remembering the loss of a loved one. Police tell me they are confident they will be able to catch Giles's killer and bring a measure of justice to his family. A $3,000 reward is up for grabs for any information leading to an arrest in his case. In Atlanta, Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
Okay, so now that's the dude that they were saying that Baby Drill unalive now. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. But that's who they saying Baby Drill unalive. Baby Drill is, I told y'all, there's 21 Savage artists, okay? They saying it was 2 dudes that lost their life, but they saying Baby Drill was only charged with the 16-year-old. And the other dude, I forgot his name, I guess would be his what you call it? Co-defendant. You feel me? So they each probably got charged with an unaliving. That's why they said to keep them separated when they were locked up, because somebody must have been talking. You feel me? But I think Baby Drill, I think he beat his body. I know he did beat a body. I don't know if it was this one, but I know he beat one. Okay. So that happened at that fair they be having in Atlanta. Or in Atlanta, they had a fair like once a year. Every year, I think it is. And they saying that that's what it went down at. That was the same man that was talking about the 16-year-old that we just watched. It's the same man that's talking about the 13-year-old. He the same man that's talking about the 3 that we hit over there at the video shoot. He the same man that got up here and told the world, you a coward, and he gonna work reluctantly to make sure you held accountable. It's the same man. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Stay out on folks' face. If you want to commit crime, you rich. You can go buy a whole $1,000 worth. What you call it? You can go buy a whole 1,000 acres. And y'all can all go over there and have a kill each other party all you want to. Keep that shit out our communities. People are tired of it. You got people in homes, they already dealing with poverty and can't put their kids in a better situation. But you want to come over here and tear up did y'all hear what he said? You want to come to the neighborhoods that ain't got shit, fuck it up, and then go back to your nice ass neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? Or, well, Lil Baby can come shoot a video, and that's what I was going to talk about earlier. You don't necessarily need a permit to shoot a video. Lil Baby could have got in, shot that video, and left, and nobody would have known he was there. He showed up in that capacity because he wanted it to be known. I'm in y'all city. He wanted a problem. And that's what he got that day. 3 people shot. You feel me? So you come to our neighborhood, you ain't did a damn thing. You ain't did nothing for our community, but you want to come out here and shoot a video. You could have went to Slapping Tacos and did an autograph sign. You could have went to Slapping Tacos. I don't like that lady Slapping Tacos. I told y'all about her when the time she did that interview. That's how I found out that the pow happened. She hopped straight on live. Lil Baby, all this. And she was trying to make it seem like Lil Baby. That's how I found out about the shooting. She was trying to make it seem like Lil Baby was coming there to her restaurant. Lil Baby was there to do a video shoot. That's what had happened. And so you come to the community, shoot this video, 3 people get 30 rounds go off. Them folks hadn't had nothing like that happen probably. See, this didn't happen over there until your ass showed up. And the police know it. So you show up in their community, all this happened. I told y'all, the time this happened, Lil Baby left and went to London. 3 people in the hospital fighting for their life. A neighborhood, a community is traumatized from a barrage of bullets that went off on your watch. You rich enough to get on a plane and go to London for however long you want to. The people in the hospital, that's why that nigga suing you for $600,000. Hello? Y'all want to hit that cash app yet? Y'all know I go to get the cooking, shout. I ain't been on here cooking in a minute. I had to get back in the mojo. Thought I had lost it for a minute, y'all. You feel me? But now, y'all see what I'm saying? You go to the neighborhood that's already going through stuff. If y'all notice, every time they show, majority of the time, they show a pow situation happen, is right in some fucked up ass apartments, ain't it? Oh! It wasn't no bang out in Lil Baby neighborhood, no, was it? It wasn't no bang out in Thornton or Sandy Springs neighborhood, was it? No. It was in the community of the people who can't run and hide when the bullets start flying. Y'all can run and hide. Why you think people get shot in the back and in the ass and in the legs? Because them motherfuckers was running. And that's why the police sat up there and said, y'all niggas is cowards. I agree. If you know that you got this type of pull, this type of muscle, this type of connects, you should be using it for anything else. Use it for what you want to use it for. But that's why people keep ending up in this situation, dead or in jail. You feel me? That Grammy ain't gonna do nothing for you in Wright Street, but I promise you that. What Lil Wayne say? Lil Wayne say he used his Grammy as an ashtray anyway. You feel? So that again, I love the album. Fuck you 2 times. Go in there and tell Fannie Willie that. Go in there and tell her. You big, you bad, you 4PL. You 4 pockets full in them motherfucker. Play for keeps. Poke 4 pockets, whatever you want to be it. But your ass gonna be in federal penitentiary. Why y'all keep playing with these folks, man? Why do people keep listen? Under God truth. when they locked Lil Baby up, I mean, not Lil Baby, I'm sorry. See what I'm saying? But when they locked Thug and Lucci and all them up, everybody should have stopped right then. Nothing else. If Lil Baby don't would have stopped when they locked Thug up, this situation last year wouldn't have happened. And like I told y'all last year, on that video I played that I made last year, I said this right here, this slapping taco situation is gonna be the straw that broke the camel back. Now look at that camel, can't walk worth motherfucker. Look out. Look at old Joe Cool sending his motherfucking ass up and up. Now, again, you gonna have to talk to the police. Period. Rather they come out and tell us the truth, rather his attorney want to come on social media and pump fake and lie, act like we just fucking dumb and oblivious. But I know for a fact, if your name is in an arrest warrant, that means you got something to do with this case. And now to what capacity, I can't tell you. I can't tell you what capacity. But your name is not in this arrest warrant for nothing. The chief of police, Wolfolk, ain't up there calling you a coward and Atlanta-based rapper for nothing. He ain't saying he got recorded phone calls for nothing. Mind you, talking about two different things. One instance, they got wiretaps. Another instance, they got the phone that the heat was called off of. And the heat, that means they got text messages, Apple Pay, Cash App. They possibly got the person who did this money transaction. Because if I'm locked up, I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm locked up like a motherfucker. That's why we don't really, nigga don't like to use iPhones in jail, but I'm an iPhone fanatic. So we got them, but you don't turn on certain things. Point what I'm saying here. A lot of time when we locked up, right, we might be selling dope or selling phones, whatever you selling. You gonna get your cash out. Everybody know you need an Android. But some people who family member got Apple Pay, so that's why you might have an Apple phone. Get your Apple Pay, you get your cash out, stuff like that, right? Now, you get busted sporadically and your phone confiscated. First of all, how the hell did they get in your phone? You ain't had no lock on that motherfucker? Whatever. But they in your device. Now, they got access to your phone call. They got access to your transactions, people that you were sending money to, that were sending you money. They got what, because you know, sometimes dumbasses are put in the note what it's for. You feel me? And then people do little stupid shit like put a cloud of smoke. Bitch, we know what the fuck that is. The hell you put a cloud of smoke for? That means smoke, motherfucker. So look, now they got your device. They're saying, well, oh, so y'all sent a hit on Lil Baby? Oh, we need to talk to y'all. So that situation that happened, boom, 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 that was, oh, okay. Yeah, come on in here and talk to us. Now, and mind you, the situation that they talking about with the two 13-year-olds was it stimulated from this video shoot is what the police saying. They saying that this was retaliation from you going to these people's hood. Now, that may not be a crime, but negligence, like, it's definitely a lawsuit. I keep telling you, the man suing him for $600,000. Now watch this family of the victim suing. Watch the victims. Watch, look, Lil Baby finna get with a lawsuit. Watch what I tell you. They finna hit Lil Baby ass with a lawsuit. They finna start letting the family of these victims get in there. That's what they finna start doing. And by the chief of police already saying we gonna work reluctantly. First, they gonna start tying them up in these lawsuits like they doing Diddy. He gonna go broke trying to pay to keep that hush-hush. You already got a man in prison said that when he got out of prison, he was finna extort Lil Baby for $5 million. $5 million? Man, please. Y'all think Lil Baby gonna pay it? Mike. But y'all see, people already got shout it. They say they found out about dude gonna get him for the $5 million because he was on a jail recording. This nigga was talking on a jail phone to his girl and told this nigga, and when he got out, He had something going on where he was gonna be a strong Lil Baby for $5 million. So for a person to have in their mind, you talking about, and in jail, I told you, you don't have nothing to do but sit back and think about the people that owe you money, the women that did you wrong, all that type of shit. You feel? You sit back plotting in jail, which is conspiracy. You feel me? You conspire to do the. Is it conspiracy? You organizing this. Ain't no telling along with who else. So you conspire to do this shit. You feel? Now, if you get out and you follow up through with it, that's premeditated. But my whole thing in breaking it down again is so y'all can see how it's a lot that's going into this Lil Baby case. Don't look at it like it was just about that video shoot, because it really wasn't. You can go all the way back to Marlo. You can go back to the 3-year-old. You can go back to the 6-year-old. You can go back to the things he done said about gun. It's just so much drama, so much peace, so much animosity that's going on. One Life family. Let me drop the link, man, and see if y'all want to come up and share how y'all feel before I get up out of here for real. Y'all hit the Cash App for me if you have not had a chance. If you want to help out with the event, if you have Cash App. If you don't, I think I got a PayPal. I got PayPal and Apple Pay. If you want to help out, let me show y'all the flyer again. If y'all want to help out, Stop the Violence, One Life Haircut Rally, March 8th, 2025. We are just trying to raise some money. Again, for food, drinks. I had sponsors and stuff like vendors, but food vendor that we were using kind of got overbooked. So I was too committed to the date. You feel me? Because like I'm in school, y'all, and that would I got a little break this week because we start our next semester. Actually next week. And so I was just trying to stick to the schedule so I could do something for the community. And then I'll be back in class and work, man. I'd be so tired, y'all. But yeah, if y'all want to help out, definitely hit the Cash App and just put your name or your note in there. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's for this event right here. Stop the Violence, One Life Haircut Rally, March 8th, 2025. Okay. But yeah. So I'm telling y'all what's going on. Stop looking at this stuff like, man, these folks are BSing, man. Fannie Willis is dead serious. Now, and what people, and listen, Fannie Willis, I love Fannie Willis. Now, Fannie Willis know that my homegirl. But, you feel me? But, Fannie Willis is under a lot of scrutiny and under a lot of pressure right now. She even so far tied in to where she might not be the district attorney too much longer, but she was just reelected. So I say that because it's a possible chance that she might not be there to prosecute this case. It's a possible chance the feds may take it over or put the charges on. They ain't decided, but they did say that he was questioned by the feds. That's what's circulating. I ain't found no video proof of it, but for that to be circulating that you was talking to the feds and at the same time your attorney make a statement, it could be possible that you spoke to the feds. Now I don't know what you told them motherfuckers. What you tell the feds, little baby? Okay, I don't want it to be what is it, 2027, and this go to trial, and that thing we know, we see Yak got it part 2, Lil Baby and eating chicken wing. Wham. Whatever wham say, they gonna wham your ass. Oh! Man, they finna goddamn. I wish I had a book. I'd throw that motherfucker. Cause that's what they finna do. Throw the book at your ass. Think I'm playing. I get him, man. His ass be in Wright Street. All right. Hey. Hey, keep going with my slogan. Yeah, everybody when we got motion. Yeah, 5 in the morning, open the club, ran out of club. Man, Lil Baby album snapping. What? I might throw a little listening part over there on Rumble. You can't play it on Twitch. Y'all follow my Twitch and my Rumble too, man. In case y'all be missing me, I be goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I be moving around, man, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely be pulling up on One Life Family on YouTube, man. But did I drop the link? I did. I dropped the link right there, man, in case y'all want to pull up, talk about how y'all feel, man. Y'all let me know. Y'all think you going to jail? Lil Baby or not? I do. I think he going to jail, shout, because, man, they done told y'all. They done definitely told y'all, man. But, again, people got to really know about this, about this history. People got to know about this history, man. I told y'all, them boys were running around, jumping on Offset, beat the shit out of Offset. Offset. Then Lil Baby don't whoop your ass about that dice game. You were talking shit to 42 Dub, and Lil Baby got on your dinner. Ask him. Beat that nigga out of his drawers. All you see with this nigga Offset running, talking about some Cardi! Cardi! Nigga hit his ass with a shoe. It was a flip-flop. Nigga, you see nigga hit in the head with a fucking flip-flop? Please. Hit that nigga in the head with a flip-flop. Hey, man. Hey. Tell me. Hey, man, that's out. Lil Baby. All right. Yeah, going to jail. Period. Big. But, yeah. There's a lot of this stuff going on. QC. Lil Baby shot. I'm telling y'all, they finna, man, that they finna get hit with them lawsuits, y'all. See, when the police set them narratives like that, see what they doing is setting the narrative. They really slick telling y'all what's going on, right? But when they said that this stimulated, just listen to me. They said we've been working with Miss I can't remember the mama Freeman, Miss Freeman. He said they've been working with Miss Freeman since it's happened, and they continue to be there with her, blah, 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 right? So he said, through our investigation, we found out that this situation stimulated from a place that Domonique Jones, Lil Baby, shouldn't have been. You know, this is what we're talking about, y'all. He said it stimulated from him being somewhere he shouldn't have been, which is why these two kids got hit, right? That's what they said, or no? She could take that right there, right now, and go down to Fulton County and file a civil lawsuit against Lil Baby. She filed a lawsuit on Lil Baby and everybody that was involved. Mainly Lil Baby, because you know he the one got the money. Because you just had Chief of Police. I keep calling him Chief of Police. I believe that's who he is, though. Woolfolk, the district attorney office, prosecutor, and stuff like that agree to this. They all agree that Lil Baby is the reason that these two teams were unalive. It don't matter what the internet think. The police done said it. So the internet can come up here all day long and say, you can't blame him for this. They did it. You talking about? They did it. And they did it at a press conference. So all that, you can't this, you can't that. It's hard for me. It's hard for a person to tell me somebody else can't do nothing when I'm watching them do it in your face. So all that with the internet talking about, oh, you can't say where he can and can't go. Say where he should and shouldn't go. I can say all day long, hey, you shouldn't do that. Shit, if you do it, that's on you. I can tell you all day long, hey, boy, you should go over there fucking with them. You go over there fucking with them and get shot. Nigga, I told you not to go over there. But you thought you knew everything. You went over there, you got your ass pulled out. You feel? People sometimes let this money make them think that they, what's the word? Not human, so to speak. like they just so far, so special, so to speak. Like you can't be touched. Or like this can't happen to you. And yeah, you might can't get touched right then, that day, that month, that week, that year. But eventually you're gonna get slappy. And eventually you're gonna be watching Invincible. You're gonna be watching the wrong hand. You're gonna be so busy watching that left hand that that right is gonna slap the fuck out you. Why you think he just got, man, please. Dang, right now they just, when they slap him, it's gonna wake the city up. Oh! Tell me, cause he's so busy watching anyway, you ain't seeing. They come from over here, bow, got you. You know why? Cause he ain't paying attention, y'all. You're not paying attention. Breaking this thing down, I just want people to understand overall, there's a lot of violence that occurred. And again, do y'all remember during the YSL trial for y'all that watched it? They told y'all, I think they said that one summer, like unalivings hit like record-breaking numbers. I want to say they said it was up to the thousands, but I know they might have said hundreds. But they said it was a lot of stuff going on in Atlanta. Mind you, if you got YF, and let me tell y'all about this. Y'all know Lil Baby was beefing. Now, people don't know about this because you got to be in the street and know about it, but I talked to y'all about it last year when all this stuff was happening. Woody said he was 30 deep at one point, but see, people got to understand, it's a difference, but Woody did say he was 30 deep at one point. I think that's what we said he was first. But it's a difference between street banging and prison banging. So you got a lot of people that be claiming one thing on the streets, go to prison and have to roll over because they not going to stand 10 toes. They not going to fight. They scary. They normally turn Muslim or they get with a set that goddamn, you know what I'm saying, that they scared of type stuff. That's why you have what people, 30 deep is GF. 30 deep, GF, and Maul all really the same thing. But, so that's why a lot of people end up switching sets and rolling over. You feel me? You might be like Woody. He was on the street, he was mob, he was what you call him, 30 deep. When he got locked up with his scare ass, he rolled over to Billy. Remember, he said he became Billy. Then he became YSL. See, he a renegade. He just to go anywhere where he protected. You feel me? But that's why it break down like that. People be on the street doing one thing, go to jail, do one thing, get out of jail, come home and want to go back to doing something different. That's why people be switching up like that. But you really a dub. If you ever, I'm just saying how we look at it. If you ever switch sets, you ever roll over, you really a dub. Especially if you let a person made you roll over, dub, y'all. You ain't respecting nowhere, y'all, because they made you get on with a set that you wasn't even rocking with. That's why I told y'all, a lot of people, when they go to prison, like Rollo, they be so scared they become Muslims. Before Rollo went to prison, Rollo was one of the biggest blood. He run around with Birdman, wasn't he? Everybody know Birdman blood. Rollo get to prison. This nigga took us to fucking holler. What? Lil Durk. Before he went to prison. What the hell y'all nigga turning Muslim for? Who? Out the blue, you just want to be a Muslim? You gonna give up pork chops, sausages? It don't make sense, y'all. But that what be going on with it. But I was finna tell y'all though, Lil Baby, so all this stuff was going on. They told y'all, they said after that slap taco stuff, they seen stuff shoot up. I told y'all last year, I was like, man, stuff really had kind of died down with the YSL stuff. But mind you, you got to think, if you got YSL, YFN, OTF, 4PF, YMCMB, Cash Money Record, all these people, I'm just saying, all these people in Atlanta committing unalivings. You can only imagine how many people lost their life. You got YSL had enough of them on their own. Now you got, who are these folk out again? 4PL. They got their own a plethora of bodies. That's a lot of lives lost for what? For what? For what? Because somebody took somebody out and this person wanted their lick back and their retaliation back and didn't care what it cost. And it just got out of hand. So that's where we at with it, One Life. And this is all stuff I'm telling y'all is all true. Oh, about Lil Baby though. So Lil Baby was beefing with YFN and Lucci too about Resonate, shorty. Lil Baby had made a statement. This happened in the airport in Atlanta. I know this because it was a situation that happened at the airport and I was locked up with these niggas and they was talking about it because they was going to court for it. So they was at the Atlanta airport and Lil Baby, it was Lil Baby, Audemars Zeke, Lil Baby Honorary, Lucci was at the airport And I can't remember if Resonate was with him or not, but I do know it was a statement made by one of Lil Baby and the Entourage. I believe it came from Lil Baby. I can't remember, but it was a statement made about Resonate and how they had did some fuck Resonate or something about that would resonate. And that kind of sparked the beef. Well, I ain't gonna say spark, but that did have something to do with the beef between Lucci and Lil Baby. You feel me? Now, I can't tell you how it started, but I think this did have something to start because they were back in like, they might be back in 2016. I'd have been in jail so many times. I can't tell you, y'all. But I ain't never been to prison, though. Never been to prison. But yes, y'all. So you got a lot of stuff that was just going on in the streets, man. And these boys know what they were caught up in. The back and forth shootings, unalivings, affiliations, all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Money, power, respect. That's what they fighting and what they dying about, man. A lot of times, out of the money run out, the time you catch the body, because you got to either go to jail or you got to goddamn defend yourself. You got to do whatever you got to do so the money gone. The power gone, because you ain't got no power when you send it forth the county. And the respect is barely holding on because as long as you know what I'm saying, they respecting you because people ride with you. But the more and more the information come out, before it's all over, people gonna be trying to say, "Lil Baby snitch." Watch. And I ain't saying that the man did or he didn't. I'm just saying, if we watch these trials and we watch what people go through, that's the first thing they go to talking about with it. Oh, this nigga that's snitching. Oh, he's snitching. He done told the police this. He done told the police that. Now, a lot of times we do see the proof that happened. But we know that this is a serious situation. And I do want people to understand, man, I ain't got nothing against Lil Baby. I told you, I like that Wham album. When people were saying the album was trash, I was playing it. I like the album from beginning to end. Might be your last album for a minute. That's probably why he went so hard on Made a Classic. But I don't know. I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all think Lil Baby going to jail, man? Y'all let me know in the comments. I think he going. Now he might be able to beat it. But I definitely think they're going to be talking to him if they haven't already. You know what I mean? This is when they picked up. I ain't even gonna play that for y'all, man. I don't even make sense. Hold on, let me see something real quick. I want to play this. One life. Man. Y'all know what? I love y'all. Hold on, I'm trying to fix something. I want to play this. Hey, this what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna do a members only live, and I'm gonna play a lot of these videos and stuff, man, because I don't be trying to goddamn deal with that copyright stuff. You feel me? And I just kind of want to play. Like I got my own videos that I put together. Y'all can definitely go see them. But I'm gonna do a members only live, and that way I'm gonna just be playing this stuff for y'all, so y'all can see everything. And because right now I be picking and choosing, so the copyright stuff don't hit. But I'm gonna do a members only live. I might just do a lot. Y'all follow me on Rumble, One Life Star. You feel me? On Rumble, and I might just pop out on Rumble and do it that way. I can play the music, I can kick it with y'all, I can do it like that. You feel me? And then I ain't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all ain't had a chance, y'all follow me on Rumble, One Life Star on Rumble, okay? And y'all just turn y'all notifications on and look out for that because I am gonna pop back out. If you have not had a chance, man, y'all want to help me out with the haircut rally, please hit me on the cash out. Let me know. Y'all still got the number if y'all want to call in. What is the number? Not fact, 407 907 1373. 907-1373. If y'all want to call in, you feel me? We hanging out for a little minute, man. I'm gonna go on ahead. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Y'all. Dang, today the last day of the month, ain't it? Or is it? Today the last day of the month. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, boy. Time be flying, y'all. We already finna be in the 3rd month of the year. It's already 3 months into this year, y'all. That is crazy. But yeah. So before y'all start listening to these people, man, that don't know nothing about what they talking about, man, y'all goddamn pay attention to what's really going on. That man got all kind of rats and snitches and stuff, man. They got dang involved in this stuff, man. You got people doing time because they done told them that these folks is a criminal organization. You feel? Let me see some.
The other guy's name, so when we get to the paperwork, you can actually see what they're saying and who did what, right? So let me go and add y'all to the screen. Boom. Now y'all can actually see. Maybe I can get a little bigger for y'all. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna read it for y'all. Now on that screen is a little small, so I'm gonna read it from my phone, but that's the paperwork. So it pretty much says, first of all, before we actually even get to read it, I'm going to tell y'all the names of the two people, right? So it says Trouble at 4 PF. Whoa, Dirty Tay, whose name is Contavious Wright. So anytime y'all hear Contavious Wright, that's Dirty Tay, right? Gave a statement to police about his friend Lil D, Demarion Render, and now Lil D lawyer is trying to suppress that evidence, right? So now we're going to actually go ahead and get into reading the documents or the, some paperwork, whatever you want to call it, right? So it starts out and says, defendant moves the court for an order of suppression. Any references to the pretrial identification. So he identified him, right? So Dirty Tay identified Lil D. Obviously had to be of some crime that actually took place, right? So it says the court for an order of suppression, any references to the pretrial identification of him by a identified informant, Contavious Wright. So that just, you don't know Contavious Wright, just know it says identified informant Dirty Tay, pretty much, right? It says he further moves that if the court finds that the pretrial identification is subject to suppression, any in-court identification by the same informant not be permitted, right? Defendant shows that according to the indictment and the indictment report, an informant, Contavious Wright, was at the scene of the shooting August 3rd, 2022, wearing an ankle monitor after Mr. Wright was detained by police officers and police custody. He falsely accused Mr. Render of participating in a shooting prior to the shooting. So Buddy has been an informant and been snitching and been telling, right? Now, I know this breaks the hearts of a whole lot of people, especially a whole lot of people inside the streets. And the reason I say I know that it breaks the heart, because after we finish reading this, I'm going to go to the comment section. And all I see in the comment section is, no, not Dirty Tay. No, come on, Tay, not Tay. So I know it's breaking a whole lot of people's heart, even though personally, I'm not surprised by any of this, bro. It's from what I done seen the past few years, every single gang, every single black gang, rapper gang, whatever, they got at least one informant in it, maybe even possibly two. And if it don't have one informant in it, it will have an informant in it when stuff hit the fan. Anytime something hit the fan, it's always going to be some snitches and stuff like that from what I've seen inside of the black gangs. I've only seen like one crew that didn't snitch, and that was like a biker gang. Y'all think you're reading this, right? So it says, he accused Mr. Render of participating in the shooting prior to the shooting. Mr. Wright was circling Peter Street area in a white Kia with another dark colored car with tinted windows for about an hour. There are surveillance cameras, in the area, and pedestrian passing by Mr. Wright is the only person who implicated Mr. Render as the shooter. So literally the only person that actually snitched on this shooting that actually happened, they're saying that that only person happened to be Dirty Tay. Nobody else said nothing at all. Everybody else, I guess, was lip tied, right? But Dirty Tay was the one that actually snitched on that situation, right? It says there are surveillance cameras. However, Mr. Wright is the only person who implemented Mr. Render as the shooter inside the dark color vehicle. Mr. Wright did not provide a motive to why the shooting occurred or other members that participated. Police admitted in the interview that they do not believe he is being honest. So the police is saying that they don't believe that Dirty Tay that actually snitched is actually being honest in his snitching. So they probably believe that he actually did it. You know, I'm talking about that. That's what it's kind of sounding like and seeming like for right now.
Ain't that the same thing they said about Lil Woody? Ain't that the same thing? We watching the same shit unfold again. See, that people don't learn.
It continues and it says, Mr. Render was not arrested at the time. Mr. Render was not arrested until December 3rd, 2022. Police did not place a warrant for Mr. Render arrest for the present. Let's go to the next page. And I'm going to go to the next page on here as well. Okay, yeah, that's a whole nother post that I actually did on my Instagram at Key Talk Media if y'all don't follow me, right? So it says charges. Moreover, Officer Commerce of the Atlanta Police Department did not present a photo of Mr. Render to Mr. Wright on August 3rd, 2022. Mr. Wright attempted to show Officers Commerce and Officer Deegan a photo of Mr. Render. So Dirty Tay said, all right, y'all ain't gonna give me a photo of Lil D. I'm gonna show y'all a photo of myself. And he tried to show a photo of Lil D. So he went above and beyond as far as snitching goes, right? And it continues and it says, Mr. Wright attempted to show Officer Render a verse via Instagram. So he tried to show a photo on Instagram, but was unsuccessful at his attempt. Mr. Wright attempted to identify the Instagram account of One Solid Lil D as belonging to Mr. Render and as being of the person involved in the August 3rd, 2024 shooting incident. Defendant maintains the procedure used by police was so impressive. Let me get it a little closer. Was so impermissibly suggestive as to give it to rise to very substantial likelihood of irreparable misidentification. So they didn't believe him at all, pretty much, right? That's just what they're saying. So right now, Lil Tay is trying to give the 12 of them information on Lil.
Hey, now, Gullah, that's not the same Tay. But they saying that the Tay that was cool with Lil Woody got unalive behind this shit Lil Baby and them had going on. That's why Threat lost his life in what, June? This stuff happened in May, June, July. All these back and forth was going on. That's why they say they unalived Threat, and that was supposed to be when they made the call and sent them 7 people to go and get that lick back, and the little boy got unalive. Now this is just what they saying with the police and in the streets, that when Trevante Turner, that's the Tay that you talking about, lost his life, it was part of this back and forth retaliation stuff. You feel me? So now bro just really reading the paperwork.
Lil D saying he's the one that did the shooting, but they're not believing him. Even with the picture that they're trying to show him, they just not believing him at all. But he's steady trying to tell them. Pretty much what he's doing is what Wise said, what he said he do. Give them any information, tell them anything they want to know, that you can go home and that you can be free. And y'all might remember that Dirty Tay actually got like 17 years for shooting a kid. So it does seem like a lot of the shooters and the real gangsters and the people that actually slide will definitely be the ones actually snitching and ratting and telling as well, right? Let's continue. It says,
hey, hold up. I really just want to reiterate for y'all, man. I'm finna gonna get up out of here because I gotta I'm probably going to the platform, man, to try to get this stuff situated for the haircut day, for the haircut rally. Hey, hold on, my bad, y'all. For the haircut rally, but yeah. So it's breaking down to y'all how Dirty Tay, whatever, right, and these boys was telling on each other. Same thing that was going on with YSL. The same thing that was going on with YSL, which why all along was sitting there on trial. That's the same thing that's going on with this Lil Baby 4PL situation. People can act like they don't see it, but hell, it's in your face. One Life family. If y'all rocking with me, man, y'all help these kids out, man. Don't do it for me. I know y'all rock with me, but y'all help these kids out for This is going to be the first annual Stop the Violence Haircut Rally, y'all. The first annual Stop the Violence Haircut Rally. Ain't nobody did nothing like this. And I really didn't want to come on here too soon and talk about it because I want to try and give people no free ideas. You feel me? But I think this is going to be something very good for the community, man. I used to do the toy drives when I had my barbershop. And then even when I got out, I tried to do it at 1 year, but I ended up getting locked up. But yeah, definitely, man. This going to be the first annual of that, man. Just, like I say, haircut, music, little drink, little stuff, man, for the kids. And I'm going to do that in Georgia, in Atlanta. Then I'm going to probably try to do one down in Florida, you know what I'm saying? And just try to bring something different, man. It might be something that can kind of take on a little tour, to Start the Violence Haircut tour, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to bring something different. You know what I'm saying? And watch it grow and manifest into something way bigger than you or I. You know what I'm saying? Can really understand, man. A lot of these kids just need something to do. They just need somewhere to go, hang out, man, maybe for a day or two, you know, and get a load off. You know what I'm saying? Off their shoulders, rather. But you know what I'm saying? So y'all got cash out right there if y'all want to help it out. You know what I'm saying? It's running across at the bottom, Star One Life. Tap in, man. Y'all let me know in the comments below, man. Do y'all think that what's this nigga name? Lil Baby going to jail? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? One Life family. Shouts out to y'all. Thank you for pulling up, and I will catch y'all. Keep y'all notifications on, because there ain't no telling when I might pop back out. You feel me? Because I do want y'all to be up on this with this Lil Baby situation, you know what I'm saying? Because as it unfolds, it's gonna be a lot that come out. I'm telling y'all. And a lot of the stuff that's gonna come out, y'all gonna be like, stop been saying it. You might have to go back and re-listen to me. You might have to play it, or you might just take you hearing it from another person. But you're gonna be like, man, Star said this. Star said it. And it's some things Star ain't said. Ain't go say it. You did. Not right now. Y'all know I ain't been drinking or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know I get in them zones now where I go to telling it. You did. But you know, that's normally when y'all be rocking with me and y'all be getting me going. Y'all know y'all be hyping me up, gas like me. Yeah. But man, all right, One Life. I'm finna go and get up out of here, man. I love y'all and I'll catch y'all later, man.